Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Cooking for the Family. I'm Devon and today I'm going to share with you my recipe for banana pudding. You have all seen it in my intro. That is the banana pudding that I make for the family. They absolutely love it. I take it to the family reunions, the picnics, you name it. So this is the recipe and I can't wait to share with you. So first we're going to be using one 8-ounce block of cream cheese. Now this cream cheese, I had it on my countertop for about 4 hours to get nice and soft. And that usually does the trick, especially during the spring and summer. But it's been kind of chilly outside, so hopefully the 4 hours should be enough. If not, you can go up to like say 5 or 6 hours, but you want it to be as soft as possible just so you don't have those little speckles. But trust me, if you end up with a speckle or two of cream cheese in your banana pudding, the family's not going to mind because it's so good, y'all. So we're going to use 1 can of the sweetened condensed milk, and this is the 14-ounce can that we're going to be using, okay? Now, if you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returner, welcome back. And I am so excited to be sharing this recipe with you. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, I invite you to hit the subscribe button. It is totally free, and I enjoy on my channel sharing my family recipes, recipes and things that have been given to me, or just wonderful things that I've cooked over the years from my family. And so today we are doing this wonderful, luscious banana pudding, y'all. And when I say it's good, it's the good. That's what my son says. Is it good, Mom? It's good. So yeah, so I cannot wait to share this with you. So once we have the cream cheese and the sweetened condensed milk together, what we're going to do next is we're going to blend those and make them nice and smooth. Now, growing up, my mom made banana pudding a couple of different ways. She made it like this, but then she also made it on special occasions that old-fashioned way. And I'm talking the old-fashioned way while she made custard on the stove with the eggs and the milk and the sugar and vanilla. And she would make this wonderful custard, and she would bake the banana pudding in the oven and then top it with the meringue. And I will be sharing that recipe with you in the future. But today we're going to be making this banana pudding. And this banana pudding, y'all, is so perfect for all the upcoming picnics and barbecue season we got coming up. And when I do take my banana pudding to the picnics and the family reunions, what I like to do is I put it in a nice airtight container with a nice tight fitting lid, and I put it in that container, and that way it carries really well in the ice chest, okay? And now also when you're mixing your cream cheese and your sweetened condensed milk, be sure to scrape down the sides. Now we're going to be using our banana cream, all right? So we're going to be using the instant pudding, and this is the banana cream instant pudding. This is the 4.5 cup serving that we're going to be using, all right? Now we're also going to be using the instant vanilla pudding as well. So I like to mix the two. I like to use the banana cream, and I also like to use the vanilla pudding cream. We're going to use both of those. Those I have found together make the wonderful combination. You've got that nice vanilla taste right there, but that banana cream, because this is banana pudding, so that banana cream really does something extra special. And so mixing those two, I just love it. Now, for whatever reason, if you cannot find the banana cream pudding, then just use 2 of the vanillas, all right? But if you can find the banana cream, I definitely and highly recommend it. So we use both of the 4.5 ounce containers. Then go on and turn your mixer back on, and we're going to be using our milk. And with your milk, you can either use whole milk or 2% milk. I'm using 2% milk, but I have also used whole milk in the past as well. Now with the milk, we're going to be using 3 cups. Now you can use either 3 cups or either you can use up to 4 cups, and I'm going to share with you and tell you what the difference is. Now the 3 cups is going to give you more of that consistency of custard, and that's how my family likes it, and I take it to the reunions and the picnics and everybody just eats it up, y'all. Now the 4 cups is going to have a little bit thinner consistency, more like the pudding. So you can either use 3 cups and have a little bit thicker, more like a custard, or up to 4 cups and have a little bit thinner. It'll be more like a pudding. Now, if you've never made banana pudding before and you're not sure which one that you would really want to have, I would say go with 3.5 cups. That way you can kind of get that sweet spot where it's like it's a little bit on the thicker side like custard, but not as thin, say, as like the pudding would be. And pudding's not necessarily thin, but just the consistency wise between the custard and the pudding. And so that's kind of what I'm kind of referencing. So you can do the 3.5 cups of the milk, and I would say that would be the sweet spot right there. And so we're just going to go on and continue to add the milk. We add the milk a little bit at a time until we've added all of the 3 cups of milk that we're using today. Now in the description box below, I'm going to have a list of all the ingredients you need to make your banana pudding for your family. And if you are enjoying this video so far, show it some love and give it a thumbs up. Now when I get to this point, I like to stop my mixer and check for any big chunks that may have escaped the blender. And so I like to check for any chunks of cream cheese that I may have. And so we're looking really good. We don't have any of those big chunks. Everything seems nice and well blended. We're going to add the balance of the milk, but before we do that, we're going to be adding my little secret ingredient. I like to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to do 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now, if you were using both packages of the instant vanilla pudding and you didn't find the banana cream pudding, you can still use that 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And this is something that's extra special. I like to add a little bit of cinnamon. We're using 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. And I know some of you may be thinking, but cinnamon is not really something you really find in most banana puddings. Trust me, that little bit of that cinnamon, oh my goodness, it is just something that's on the palate, that's in the background of that nice pudding base, that custard base that we are creating. It is so good. So use that 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and that 1/4 teaspoon of that ground cinnamon. All right. Now, once we added the rest of our milk, and as you see here, how it started to thicken up, and we have that nice now custard that we have made for the banana pudding. And now we're going to go on and start assembling our banana pudding in our beautiful, beautiful trifold dish. Now, when it comes to the bananas, you're going to end up using about 5 to 6 bananas, depending on how much or the size of the bananas really. And I'll share with you how I like to choose my bananas for my banana pudding. I like to choose bananas that are totally yellow. They really don't have any brown on them at all, maybe just like a little bit of brown. But primarily the bananas are totally yellow with maybe like a whisper of a little bit of green at the tops of them. And I have found that those bananas really set up well and really last long in the banana pudding, especially if I'm going to make it like the day before. And I want the bananas to really have some nice longevity to them. Also, when you open your bananas, if you have any brown spots or any dark spots on your bananas, I just go in and cut those off. I don't like to use those or put those in the pudding, and so I just kind of set those to the side. And then you just go in and slice them. And when you're slicing them, I don't like to make them too thin. So say if you were putting 2/4 together, about that size, or up to 3/4 stacked up together, about that thickness is how I usually like to do my bananas when I'm doing them. And I find that sharing like the little things like how to choose the bananas and what types of bananas really make the difference in the final product that you're making. It really makes a difference in your final dessert. It's the little things that sometimes make all the difference, right? And also when I get my bananas for my banana pudding, I like to purchase them about 1 to 2 days ahead of time. No more than 2 days ahead of time, because I've found that in the past, if I purchase my bananas 3 or 4 days in advance, a nice firm banana is going to end up being mushy, and I don't want it to be mushy when I am forming and putting together my banana pudding dessert. All right. So what we do is we go on and we put some of our nice filling that we have. We put that in the bottom. I like to have all of my Nilla Wafers facing side up, the right side up. And we are going to be using 2 boxes of the Nilla Wafers, and the box size are 11 ounces. So usually I'll use a total box because I'm actually pretty generous. I get kind of generous using my Nilla Wafers. And you see right there, I just like to take a little bit of the pudding on the end, that little bit of pudding custard, and I just kind of like, it helps it to stand up around the sides as I'm putting the layers together and making it in this dish in particular. Now, if you're making your banana pudding in one of those airtight containers that I had talked about before with the nice fitting lid, and you're going to take it out to a picnic or to a party, I find that I'm usually able to get about 2 layers in that size container. And the container is a 9 by 13 container, and it's about 3 inches tall. And so that's what I'm able to usually get, about 2 layers to 3 layers, depending on how thick. But I say about 2 or 3 layers is what you usually end up getting. And now with this, we just go on and we repeat our layers. So we're going to be putting in our cream, our pudding right there, and then we're going to put in, then on top of that, our Nilla Wafers, and then we're going to follow up with our bananas, and we're just going to keep repeating all the way up to the top. And our final layer, of course, is going to be our wonderful Cool Whip topping that we're going to finish it off with. And also, you want to be mindful that the last layer prior to your Cool Whip topping is going to be your pudding mix, okay? You want to have that be the last topping before you put the Cool Whip on. And then we like to garnish it. I like to go on and put a little bit of the crushed up Nilla Wafers, and then also I like to put some around the edge, and that's totally optional. Now, of course, our banana pudding, it is ready. You can go on and just serve it and eat it now, but I like to go on and put in the refrigerator, and we're going to refrigerate ours for a couple of hours. And you can even make your banana pudding a day ahead of time and refrigerate it overnight for the next day. But we're going to go on and let ours chill for about 2 or 3 hours, and I'm going to prepare a nice dinner for the family. And so now our banana pudding has chilled for about 3 hours now. Well, the family has had dinner, and now we are ready for some dessert. And I'm going to go on and serve us up some, and I'm going to go on and serve y'all up some of our wonderful banana pudding. And this is going to go so great. We had a wonderful dinner, and I'm going to be sharing that upcoming vlog with y'all about the wonderful meal that I made for the family this evening. But for our dessert that we have made, this is our banana pudding, y'all, and it just looks so good. That custard in there looks so good, the whipped cream on top. But let's just go on and dive right into this. I'm gonna go on and get your bite ready. Make sure I got some of that nice whipped topping, some of that Nilla wafer, the custard, the banana. That's your bite right there, y'all. Take your bite. Okay, now I'm gonna try it and see how we did. Oh, y'all. Oh my goodness, this right here, y'all. Yes, this right here, this banana pudding, this is the good. Oh my goodness. Y'all have got to give this a try. It is really simple to put together. It comes together so nicely. This is just that wonderful southern dessert of that banana pudding. Well, I hope y'all give this recipe a try. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Go on and hit that subscribe button. It's free. And if you like this video and appreciate the content, don't forget to show it some love. Give it a thumbs up and click share. And share this video with a friend or a family. And click that notification bell so you never miss out on a wonderful video that I'll share with you. I thank you for spending time with me in my kitchen today. And remember, it's always good when Devon is cooking for the family. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.